You can see how this mounts is, it has a bit of a gap since it's going to be going over the top, so I wanted that gap to be uniform across the top so it wasn't kind of digging into the drywall on the ceiling. And to install, I'm just going to use these 3/8 inch by 3 inch lag bolts that obviously drilling some pilot holes for. And you'll see here in just a second how I'm going to mount this is drilling all my pilot holes now. I'm going to bolt in one side, then I'm going to slide these brackets that I'm testing out on the winch just to show you how they work. I'm going to slide those in over the bar and then bring the winch up last and bolt it all together, if that makes sense. So here it took just a little bit of wiggling to get it in the right place. Once I have it roughly into place, I'm going to bolt the other side down so it can hold the winch. You can see there, I added 5 of these 3/8 inch bolts, so that should be plenty strong. And this was not a very difficult project, but the hardest part was probably trying to hold this up here and lining up those bolt holes. So that took a little bit of wiggling. Kind of needed a winch to winch up the winch, but overall wasn't too bad. The nice thing about this winch is it actually was right next to my garage door opener, so I was able to plug it into that outlet. The process for the second winch was basically the same as the first, except for I was having to drill directly into ceiling joists. So my ceiling joists are going perpendicular, so it is important not to put all this weight into one joist, so they're spanning 5 different joists. So other than that, pretty much the exact same process as the first winch. I was pretty excited to test these out, and the heaviest thing I had quick access to was this jointer, which I caught some flack on Instagram for lifting it by the wings there, and they're not wrong. You're not supposed to lift the jointers by the wings, but I really wanted something heavy before I was going to put this super expensive table I'm working on under the winches. So don't lift your jointer like that, but mine is still fine. I still tested it out. This was the first real test, and actually the reason I put these ceiling winches in was for this 10-foot table I'm building, and it weighs about 700 pounds with everything attached to it. You can see how the truck will sag here in just a second when we set the weight down. So I would call it a pretty big success